What's up everybody, Frank from AM Ramen here, and I am in snow country as you can see outside. This is Niigata Prefecture, and I'm going to be introducing 3 cities in Niigata and their delicious ramen. I just got to Nagaoka City, and they're known for a soy sauce ramen packed with ginger. Snow country ramen. Let's go! If you like ramen or want to learn more about ramen, you've come to the right place. AM Ramen is your dedicated ramen channel. I'm your ramen host, Frank. Born and raised in Tokyo, I've eaten thousands of ramen bowls up to now. This is the 3rd video in a Northern Japan Ramen Series. I was in Gunma Prefecture for the first 2 videos, clearing out 7 bowls of ramen there. Feel free to check those first 2 videos out. I'm now in Niigata Prefecture, and after Niigata, I'll be moving on to Yamagata and Fukushima prefectures. So, Niigata is up now, and this is the 2nd snowiest prefecture in Japan in terms of total precipitation. It's no wonder that people in Niigata love ramen. Niigata has a crazy amount of ramen shops per capita, and this definitely rings true in Nagaoka City, where I am now. The first place to visit on my list in Nagaoka is Aoshima Shokudo for their famous ginger-fueled ramen. After checking into my hotel, I rush to get a cab, and the cab driver actually takes me to several Aoshima shops. All were unfortunately closed. This could have been because of the heavy snow. So I end up visiting a local, unassuming ramen shop. It all worked out in the end. I got a tasty bowl, and don't worry, we're going to see Aoshima Shokudo tomorrow. Here's me after the random shop I visited, Yokarou. So I had a little change of plans and ate at this shop behind me here. And first of all, I want to say that there's something comforting about, eating ramen in the snow. It's not like I'm new to snow, but I think when you're surrounded by snow, there is this cozy sense, I think. Definitely got that here. And maybe it makes the ramen taste that much better as well. That was just classic, simple ramen comfort food. It was only 600 yen. It satisfies the soul, nothing complicated, a simple, light, salt-seasoned broth, a little bit on the salty side, simple noodles, a little bit of Japanese spinach, naruto in the middle, good chashu pork. And for me, it just brings me back to maybe like a nostalgic sort of childhood ramen. And I think with the snow surroundings again, it makes it that much more magical. After a good night's sleep, I redrew my ramen battle plans and headed out for the first bowl of the day. Morning, everybody. I'm in Nagaoka City still, and on my way to my first ramen shop for the day, and it's called Ichii. They're super famous, one of the highest ranked in Niigata, and I think with this steady snowfall and the cold, that ramen is gonna really hit the spot. I'm definitely not prepared in terms of what I'm wearing on my feet. They got these little sprinklers all over the city that are just like squirting water at me every single time I try and walk over a puddle. So, I arrive at Ichii. There's a little bit of a wait. They are a popular place, and one with a funky, spacious interior. Their salt-powered ramen is 2 soups, pork bones, whole chicken, and dried fish, particularly their chief ingredient, yaki ago, or grilled flying fish, 100% Hokkaido wheat flour noodles, and eggs from local Niigata chickens. The rest of the toppings are fantastic. Here's my recap of this bowl after I exit and head out back into the snow. I don't think I've ever filmed in weather like this. It's a little bit of an adjustment. I got an umbrella, but I don't think I can manage the umbrella and also record here as I'm trying to avoid puddles on the ground. Yeah, pretty cold, and as such, the ramen really hit the spot. It was a lighter ramen, a little bit sweet, quite salty. It was salt seasoned, I should say. And the ingredient that they really highlighted was yaki ago, or basically grilled flying fish. And I've never really tasted anything like it. I've had yaki ago ramen before, but the way that they prepared it, it had like a rounder flavor this time instead of a sharper flavor. It was an interesting bowl. You could tell they're using high quality ingredients, everything from the egg to the seaweed. Overall, a great shop. And this is actually a shop that's ranked top 100 in East Japan. So I'm happy to cross that off the list. And yeah, it was a great bowl to enjoy. Okay, I'm walking over to the next ramen shop right now, Aoshima Shokudo. They're a famous Niigata ramen chain. They've got places all over here in Niigata, and actually one in Tokyo in Akihabara. But I'm going to the Aoshima Shokudo that is ranked highest here, and that is in Nagaoka. They're doing a Nagaoka style ramen, soy sauce with ginger. I continue my trek and arrive at Aoshima Shokudo. They've been around since 1963, and this branch, right next to Miyauchi Station, is most famous. The soy sauce seasoned scalding hot soup is pork and chicken bones with a smooth richness from seabura. But it's that ginger that's bossing this bowl. Here's me after I'm done. And just like that, the snow has subsided and the winds have ceased, and it's as quiet as can be. It was a little bit of an epic battle to get through the snow to get here, but I think it made it that much more memorable. And I just finished my bowl at Aoshima, right behind me here. And it's served piping hot, which is perfect because of the conditions outside. That ginger that they have in the soup, it's everywhere. It's just jolts of that sharp ginger flavor. Every single sip of soup. And there's something revitalizing and I think refreshing about it, especially again with the snow outside. I can understand why locals love it. And this apparently, the one behind me, is the most popular of the Aoshima Shokudo. Now I'm gonna make it back to the hotel, get cleaned up a little bit, I think dry my feet. And I'm hopping on the train to Tsubame-Sanjo, where they have another style of Niigata ramen. So this is gonna be continuing the Niigata ramen journey. I pack up and jump on the train to Tsubame-Sanjo, one stop away on the Joetsu Shinkansen, or bullet train. But getting to my ramen shop, Koshu Hanten, requires a little transfer to a local line that will take me to Tsubame Station. From here, I walk amidst the snow like some ramen-seeking, I don't know, Arctic fox. I haven't had an adventure like this in a long time. I am, in a quite remote area. It's a little bit trickier lugging this thing around, but all part of the adventure. And my ramen shop is about a 10-minute walk from here, maybe closer to 15 minutes just because of the luggage and the snow. And I find myself at Koshu Hanten. They serve one of my favorite bowls on this Northern Japan ramen trip. Powered by an unpasteurized soy sauce, we have a pork bone and dried fish soup. It's a light soup, but it's given a lot of oomph with plenty of pork back fat. This pork back fat keeps the soup nice and hot. Koshu Hanten has been around since 1933, and the third generation owner carries the torch now. Basically, I wolfed down my meal, gyoza and ramen, and rushed to make my bullet train to Niigata City. After settling in at my Niigata City hotel and looking like I had a boxing match, I kind of did with the snow. Here's my recap of Koshu Hanten. Okay, back at my hotel right now, and I can tell you the bath I just had definitely was needed. And the day reaching its ramen peak at Koshu Hanten. Talk about the ramen in a second, but the place itself is magical. I think it was fun because I got to talk to the third generation owner there. The staff were very friendly, and it kind of felt like I was a lost traveler looking for an inn at the time or something because it was snowy outside. Then in the middle of all these houses, there they were. Their bright sign, kind of like saviors, oh, please come in, stay out of the cold. And a wonderful bowl of ramen to greet me as well. I've had this style before, but not at the place where it was created, here at Koshu Hanten. And it's a bold soy sauce that has a softer temperament because of pork back fat. There's a good amount of pork back fat, but it doesn't feel too greasy. Generally speaking, pork back fat is greasy, of course, but it's also sweet and kind of mellow. So that bold soy sauce was told to, let's say, calm down by the pork back fat that was there. And the raw onion toppings really went well with everything. You've just got these sweet, crunchy bits, even a little bit spicy, let's say, from the onion. It was a nice contrast. Thick noodles made it very memorable as well. And the gyoza were awesome. I'm so glad I got to visit this place. It's been on the list for a long time. And it's just as magical as I thought it would be. Magical indeed. Time for me to hit the hay now though. Join me in part 2 for more Niigata ramen in Niigata City as I continue my way through northern Japan. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to include the Niigata shoyu ramen from Koshu Hanten, the instant ramen version, in an upcoming ramen pack for August 2021. This is via Instant Ramen Japan, where you can subscribe and have Japan's best premium instant ramen delivered to you monthly. This instant ramen, based off of Koshu Hanten's ramen, will be one of 5 in the premium pack for August. More details in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. I'm also hoping those sprinklers don't follow me to Niigata City.